representing Team Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the reigning champion of the world. It's Dynamite, Darren Appleton, and Niels Feijen.
Yeah, it's the last one of the night. Will the defending champions be taking a 2-point lead to bed with them, or will we come back tomorrow all square? Let's join our boys in the box for one last time. Jay Helfort, first up, Jim White.
The defending champions, they've won 4 of the last 5 Mosconi Cups, Team Europe. In the early days of this event, it was owned by the Americans. But Europe has been shouting the loudest lately.
Jimmy, I think they saved the best for last tonight. I mean, arguably, these are the 4 best players right here. The 2 best from Europe, the 2 best from the USA.
That's what Chris Melling said. And the most experienced players from either side. Johnny Archer with 16 appearances. Niels Feijen with 8.
USA to break. Nice and quiet then, please, guys.
And Darren Appleton and Shane Van Boening, the other 2 components here, arguably 2 of the very best on the planet right now.
Well, the pressure's on Team USA here. They need this match. They do not want to go to bed 2 games in arrears.
No shot on the one, even though he's got a ball off the break. Scotch doubles.
I think you got to try to bank it.
Listen,
yes. And if I miss, I got to try to miss it long.
If you miss it, then I might go up there.
Cool and composed, Niels and Darren.
He was banking at that ball. But as Shane said, if I miss it, you're not. But wait a second, there might be a billiard on the 9 here, Jimmy.
Absolutely. Where that 1 is finished, make no mistake, they're going to come down and have a look at this. And I think there's a chance at it, Jay.
Yeah, they're definitely. Darren's going to shoot at it.
This almost looks like play the 1 into the corner, and the natural path of the cue ball is going to take it straight towards the 9 and should be knocking that 9 right around that other corner pocket. Ideally for Europe, in it.
No question the 9 is going to go towards the corner. He's not worried about the 1 ball here, really.
The European juggernaut motors on. What a day 2 it's been for Europe, and it doesn't look like stopping. Some kind of shot from the Terminator there.
So much for the safe shot by Johnny Archer.
Always looked like knocking that 1 into the pocket was going to take the cue ball into the path of the 9, though, Jay. And both balls went in at the same time.
Perfectly executed billiard. Gives Team Europe the first game in the match.
They have won the last 3 matches and completely turned it around. 4-2, USA led at one stage. And then Nikos Economopoulos came out and took care of Shane Van Boening in singles play. And since then, the tables have turned drastically in favor of Team Europe. Rack number 2, the race to 5. They lead 1-0.
One inside. Ball's down. Shot at the 2. Coming right up. Perfect break. Perfect.
Just one good positional shot to the 3, because it doesn't go by the 6 into the corner, so Darren's got to get the cue ball over the same side that he's standing nearest.
Little draw stroke here. Perfectly done. The Ducks are on the pond.
Yeah, how pleased is that man with how his guys have performed here? Just wants to leave the angle on the 6, make it easy for Niels, bring the cue ball down for the 7. Stays below it, be able to spin this off one cushion, land right about where he's holding his cue.
These guys look supremely confident right now, Jimmy.
And everything they're doing is gold. The balls are rolling nicely for them, Jay. It has to be said, but they're earning everything they're getting. And at this point, they look a lot more solid than Team USA. And the score is starting to show it as well. 2-0. And if they can secure this one, it'll be a 6-4 overnight lead and a 4-1 score here in favor of Europe on day 2.
Very long faces over there in USA's corner.
Shane still shaking his head. I wonder if the memories of that match that he lost against Nikos are still weighing heavily in his mind.
Absolutely, that impacts your psyche.
He led 3-1 against Nikos as well, and Nikos won 4 in a row to beat him 5-3. And since then, one of the best players in the world right now has had his head filled with negativity.
Their backs are against the wall right now. They got to win this match, and they got to win this game.
Rack 3, 2-0 already to Europe. 1 into the side. It's a legal break.
The 2's going down past these balls. They're not going to have a shot at the 2.
Well, this is the difference. Right now, everything's happening for Team Europe. They make a ball off the break, and they land perfect as the balls come to rest. Team USA, no friends.
Yeah, they look bewildered right now.
Survival right now, Jay, for them.
Push.
They've got to try and fight it out.
Right here with the 8. Yeah.
And Archer's the right man at the table. There's no quit in his game. The 4 over on the left-hand side presents a problem. That'll be the key ball in this rack.
I think they're going to get this shot back. Why would you take this on if you're ahead 2-0? Keep the pressure on the other guys.
It's just a matter of whether they think they can play safe from it, because they don't want to give it to Team USA.
Extension call.
You can't ride it.
Darren wants him to shoot.
I think so. But if you gotta feel it. If you don't feel it, it's hard. But I think you can avoid it.
Neil says it's hard.
There it is.
Great shot.
Not hard for Darren Appleton, though.
Great shot from Appleton. He had to spin it enough to avoid contacting the colors, and the pace on the shot also had to be judged.
That was a very difficult safety. Very well played. He's left Shane a lot of distance here on this 2-ball.
Spin it to the left. Try to get behind 3. It's going to break them balls out.
Johnny does not want to break those 2 balls out, that 4-7.
You mean those two?
That's exactly what he did.
Well, he's left a jump shot here.
Here comes the jump cue.
And Niels is definitely one of the best jump shot players I've seen, Jay.
Absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth. This guy. He didn't waste a second getting down on this shot.
But again, has he gotten safe?
I think Johnny can see the 2-ball. Excuse me, that's Shane at the table. But he's bridging over the 9-ball. He needs to come with a big shot for his team. That was a good shot, but the 4's on the other side of the table from the 3.
Here.
Yeah, all he can do is try and knock the 3 and play for position to play a safety on the 4, Jay. I can't see anything else. It doesn't bank.
The balls are not cooperating with Team USA now.
I don't think the 4 banks into the side. Tough to tell. If it does, it may be worth a chance here. Shane's having a look. Does it go by the 9? Very close.
Yeah, this is a tight fit here. He wants to shoot.
Shane always wants to shoot.
He's long. He's long. Well,
I'm not so sure he played that because he wouldn't have left the cue ball there for the 5. That was a safety.
it was kind of a two-way shot. If it went in, okay, and if it didn't go in, supremely difficult shot for Darren, but he's made shots like this. We've seen it. Another good safety.
Tell you what, Darren Appleton has really brought his game in day 2. No question about it. He's just played 2 terrific safety shots.
One way, spin it.
Yeah, being number 1 in the world is about more than making balls. It's about shooting safeties like that.
Get behind it. Let the cue ball hit the 8.
Great safety battle right now. Archer and Van Boning are just trying to get on the board, win a game.
Well, some grandmasters in this department. And they're at the table right now.
This is a 2-rail kick out of the corner. I think they're going to get a shot, finally. An open shot. You guys are having way too much fun. But Jimmy, the problem with this shot is it's hard to get from the 4 to the 5.
Yeah, he just leaves a window for it, Jay, and he's got the right angle. Archer will be able to knock this in. Just pull the cue ball off that right-hand cushion up for the 6.
Another tough shot. Johnny takes a deep breath.
These are the two right guys you'd want at the table. Under these circumstances, these are the guys you'd want if you're a Team USA fan.
That was a huge shot right there by Johnny Archer. This one's not quite so tough. They're fighting back.
Shane ignoring the crowd now. Jay, he wasn't earlier on.
Well, they know the survival of Team USA is on the line right here. They do not want to be 6-4 down going into the third day of play.
Nice and quiet, please, when the player's on the shot. It's enough.
That brings it back to 2-1. A much-needed rack win from Johnny Archer and Shane Van Boening. Day 2 action as it winds down here in the East End of London. And you can see it's all blue on the left-hand side, apart from that first match won by Archer and Deschênes. And Johnny Archer back at the table here, partnering Shane Van Boning this time,
Rack 4.
looking to try and escape
Leading 2 racks to 1.
with a 5-5 score after day 2. But they trail 2-1 in this match right now, and it's Darren Appleton at the table.
Team USA trying to salvage a losing day. Well, the one's down. He's got to look at the 2-ball.
And how about the 3-9 if he knocks it in? If he gets it, this rack's done.
Tall order making this 2-ball. But if there's anybody that can do it, it's this man at the table. He knows this is for the rack right here. Biggest ball of the match so far, right here, this 2-ball. He missed that one.
Yeah, it carried all the weight of the rack with it. Niels knew it, and that was added pressure.
He didn't really give up much here. Looks like Shane's going to try and pull the cue ball back behind the 3-9. Shoot the 2-up table. Hide the cue ball behind these 2 balls. Let's see if he can execute this shot. He went too far. He went too far. That was
not bad at all, though, Jay.
Well, he was a little fortunate that the 2 got behind the 4. That's not what he wanted to do.
Well, this is familiar territory for Van Boning and Archer. Last year, they partnered each other on day 2, and that was a winning effort against Nick Vandenberg and Niels Feijen. And believe it or not, the previous year they partnered each other. That time a losing effort against Darren Appleton and Carl Boyes. So no strangers sat alongside each other.
Jimmy, if he'd have hidden that cue ball behind the 3 and 9, it could have won the game for him right there. Now Darren has a chance to hit this 2-ball. And anytime your opponent's at the table with a chance to hit the ball, something good could happen. Like that. That's what can happen. USA is in jail.
Appleton pulls another rabbit out of a hat. Everything he's done has been magical. And
that's a result of the bad safety played by Shane, though.
Stenson call.
But that was brilliance. He couldn't have hit that. Look at Niels. He couldn't have hit that any better.
Well, he was a bit fortunate there, but yet, when you're making a kick shot like that, half the time something good happens. I don't think Johnny can even hit this ball. Wow, what a hit. What a hit.
And he's actually bumped the 3 away from the 9, where at least the combination isn't on the cards anymore. But that was a great shot. Great hit from Archer, and he had to hit it. Would have lost the rack if he missed it.
They're going to be locked up after this shot, too, though.
A knowledgeable crowd here, Jay, at the York Hall, appreciative of good pool and knowing what a big hit that was from Archer.
They're keeping Team USA tied up here. Shane's trying to jump this ball. That's about as good a result as he could have gotten.
Very tough shot. Well, you really can't see him being able to knock this in and get position to the 3. But it was a good try from Shane there. But if anyone can do it, it might be the man at the table. Yeah, he lunged at that one. He lunged at that one. And I don't know whether he's gotten the snooker behind the 3.
Yeah, Johnny looks frustrated here.
Yeah, he can just hit it, but he can't make it.
Settle down then, please.
And again, a stroke of good fortune for Team Europe.
All he can do is try to play a safety back. Nice touch.
Yeah, the only ball he could use was the 6 to duck behind. And that was a very deft touch from Archer.
Bring it home, Niels.
Not much in the way of communication between Johnny and Shane. They trail 2-1 at this point.
Well, USA has turned tables on Europe this game. Now they got their backs against the wall. Pretty wild shot there. They're going to have a shot. An opening for Shane.
Possibilities. He's obviously on the 2. The 3 goes into the corner. And where the 4 and 5 are situated, Jay, outside chance of a 5-9 combination. I don't know whether the 5 will pass anywhere. All depends on the angle he gets on the 4.
Well, this is not the best angle here.
Well, he does have the angle to get the cue ball back down towards the 5, though, but he needed that a little bit more down the right-hand side of the table. But Shane can reach it. He's tall.
He's got to watch out for the 6 ball here. He's got to get past that ball. Yeah, just like that.
Oh, this is a good shot. That's about as good as he could have done from there.
This is the key shot right here. Can Johnny make this 5 ball up in the corner?
He's made hundreds of them in his career.
He's got a little difficulty bridging over the 9 here. Hit that like a Hall of Famer.
And passes it over to a future Hall of Famer.
These guys are fighting back right now.
Jay, you get the feeling these guys know how big this match is. You just get that feeling.
Oh, they know. So does he, Captain Wiley.
Big rack there. Staying on track. And CJ knows that if they could get out of this one 5-5, it would be damage limitation.
Well, they've won 2 games in a row. They were down 2-0. They're back in the match. CJ Wiley is hovering on.
Once again, there's how it's unfolded. A great start for USA, and that's where they were halted in their tracks. Economopoulos beat Shane Van Boning, and ever since then, it's been all blue. And Appleton and Feijen looking to carry it through to the end of the second day. Give Europe a 6-4 lead with it. And USA looking to try and get back to 5-5.
Great day of play today in the Mosconi Cup. This is a battle right here. Wow, what a break that was. And they're going to have a shot at the 2 ball.
Yeah, that 2 is coming back to sit pretty.
Shane made 3 balls. I think Johnny's going to have to shoot the 2 up in the corner, though.
Now, he lost the cue ball a little, though. Ideally, he'd like to have got it back out towards the middle of the table, but when Shane is breaking as well as he's capable of, there's not a player in the world that can live with him. And he
I
proved
think Johnny's got to shoot the 2 up in the corner to hold the cue ball for the 3. As often happens, the opening shot is the most difficult one in the rack. Is he shooting at the side pocket?
I agree with you, Jay. He's got to play this in the corner. He's got to knock this in the top left corner.
This is for the game. Wow, look at that stroke he put on that ball.
Well, he took the hard path in my mind. That was some kind of shot. Look at the angle, the acute angle. He had to smash that 2 into that side pocket.
He had to hit that ball perfectly.
What kind of a message does that send to Team USA, the players watching here, and more importantly to Team Europe?
Well, they know they're playing 2 of the best players in the world here. Johnny and Shane are doing as expected. They're fighting back. And they're fighting back with some great play right now. That opening shot in the side pocket where Johnny drew back for position on the 3 was a fantastic shot.
Not quite as much angle as you would have liked, but he can force this in, come off that side cushion, play the 9 bottom left.
This is a very determined Johnny Archer right here.
I'm still amazed the way he played that too.
You and me both.
And USA, chance of USA from the supporters they do have in attendance at York Hall. There haven't been many opportunities to put their hands together. That was one.
There's teammate Mike DeShane giving him a fist bump.
It's the slimmest of leads here for Team USA in the last match on day 2. 3-2. They lead Europe. There's how it's all unfolded.
Europe to break, trailing 2 racks to 3.
And Jay, if you're a believer in history, I'll tell you how important it is for USA to win this match. After day 2 last year, it was 6-4 Europe. We all know what happened then.
Well, USA is on a 3-game winning streak right now. Missed the 1 ball. Nothing down.
Possibilities here, though. I don't know whether he can play a billiard.
That's what they're looking at. Billiard from the 7 to the 6.
Billiard from the 1 to the 7 to try and make the 6. But holding for position on the 1.
Little about half the ball right on the left, and then spin it that way. Is that what you're talking about? Cut it to the left, right, and then spin it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that.
Go ahead.
Well,
What they're
let's see.
talking about is how they get position after they make this billiard. Got to get the cue ball out of there. They don't want that cue ball to stick in there. Like that. That's what they wanted. Look at this.
This is perfect. What a shot. What a shot.
Nice coaching, Johnny.
Well, good on Shane for the willingness to take that coaching.
Well, these guys totally trust each other. They have a lot of respect. They've been the 2 best players in USA for about 5 years now.
Key ingredients, though, Jay, key ingredients. Being willing to listen, accepting the advice, and leaving your ego back home.
Huge game right here. Huge game. In the alternate break format, if you get a 2-game lead, that's a nice lead. It's all about position from the 3 to the 4 here.
Pass this line here. Okay. Show me where. Right there.
Shane says, "This is where I want it, Johnny." Johnny says, "Okay, I can do that." He's done everything asked of him so far.
These guys have really had to raise their games, and they have answered the bell.
He just got there with that one.
Got back.
Johnny says, "Good shot, Shane."
Okay.
Good communication between these 2 players.
Right where Shane had his tip.
It's kind of a flat ball there, a little bit of inside English. Nice speed.
The early going, it was all Europe. They led 2-0.
Extension called.
Well, USA has kept them in their chair for the last few games.
And they haven't really needed mistakes to do that. They have completely wrested the momentum away. And just like that, USA on the hill, 4-2 over Appleton and Feijen, with a chance to get out of here with a 5-5 score going into day 3. Boy, wouldn't that give them some momentum?
Love to start day 3 all tied up. But Team Europe hasn't given up, Jimmy.
Listen, this always looked like it was going to be close, Jay. Before a ball was struck, everybody said it was going to be close. Didn't matter what expert you asked. Sure, there were differing opinions, but no one said it was going to be a runaway.
I heard the interview before everything started today, and Jimmy, you said 5-5. That was your prediction. Pretty good call there, buddy. Maybe. It's not there yet.
Not there yet, Jay.
4 racks to 2.
They need a big break. They need to break and run this rack is what they really need. They don't want to let Europe come back to the table at all.
Well, they know they've got 2 chances at it. This one, and if it goes to a hill decider,
They don't want that one, though. I don't think anything's going down here. Here comes Europe. Johnny's a little disgusted with that.
Well, he shakes his head, but he hit those pretty good.
No, thank you.
And he does have one of the better breaks in the game. Just tells you how tough this table's breaking.
I don't think the one ball will pass the 5 in that corner. Listen. If they can make the 1 pass the 5, they got a shot at the 2 ball.
I'll try and make it.
No, it won't go. Seems like eons ago they were playing that safety battle. And that's where they're going again. A good opening salvo there. That's what you want to do. You want to lay that cue ball right against an object ball. That way Shane's got to shoot off the end rail.
Yeah, tough hit this one. The only saving grace is that one is finished near a cushion, so a little bigger ball effectively. This is a tough hit.
Yeah, the problem is that 8 ball might be in the way for the 2-rail kick.
And where he's finished to the 2, might not be too easy to spin the cue ball the way he might like.
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to go 2 rails. He's got to just miss this 8 ball. Wow. Well, they gave up a shot. Shane was a little unlucky there because he made a real good hit on that 1.
Yeah. Wait for our next shot.
Everything's in the open now, and this is a chance. They've lost the last 4 racks.
Yeah, this is the first open look they've had in quite a while. But these are 2 premier players.
4 premier players. I don't see any problems here. This is just about maintaining angle.
That 2 ball was the key shot, Jimmy.
Get around there, be good.
You saw where Darren put his cue just now. And here comes the cue ball right into that circle.
Well, if there's a big shot, this is the one coming right here, and if for no other reason, because he's got a little distance between the cue ball and the 4, and he's got to draw this back for the 5.
The nice thing is the 5's way out in the open in the middle of the table.
Little short.
Niels is going to shoot the 5 in the side, go up table with the cue ball, come back down towards the 6. One thing he doesn't want to do is get the cue ball right on top of the 6. He's got to leave a little distance between these 2 balls. And he did.
That was a good recovery.
You're watching Pool by the Masters right now.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah, just had to avoid that side, Jay. That was the only danger in that shot. A little bit more pool to be played here. 4-3, Team USA. It'll be Team Europe with the break in the next. But don't go away. This one's not over.
Come on, Bobby.
There's some serious faces all around here. All four of these guys know how critical this is.
Bring it to the hill.
And it's more critical for Johnny and Shane. Yeah, once he got the shot on the 2, everything else was pretty much plain sailing. Darren and Niels, they look very comfortable together.
I'd say these are the two best teams right here.
And just having a quick look, they did not partner each other last year.
You're up to break. Training 3 racks to 4. Come on, Bobby. Some quiet then, please.
Can Darren come up with a big break shot here? Mr. Clutch. There goes the 1.
Yes, Bobby. Come on, Neil.
That'll do it right there.
Yeah, 2 and 3 at the same end of the table. That's important because the cue ball's near a cushion.
All Neil really has to do is roll this 2 ball in. He's got a little distance, and the cue ball's on the rail, but doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. Just make the 2.
Get him.
And that's exactly what he did. They like it now. Team USA has kind of resigned to the fact that they're probably going to go hill. Well, he made it a little tougher. He's got a, I don't know if he's going to be obscured a little bit on his bridge over this 6 ball here, or obstructed, I should say.
Extension cold.
Made it a little hard to get position on the 5. Let's see how he bridges on this. Yeah, he's up in the air a little bit, but looks like he's drawing the ball over towards the 5.
Just wrong angled himself, but as you said, Jay, he's got a shot at the 5, but a little work to be done yet.
As soon as you get out of line a little bit, everything starts to get a little more hairy. Now Darren's got some work to do to get from the 5 to the 6. And that 8 ball might get in the way. Team USA, they're on the edge of their seats now. What's Darren going to do here? Uh-oh, look out, look out.
Just traveled enough, I think. He can just get by the 9 enough to make the 6.
Yeah, he's okay. All he's got to do is make this ball, and he should. They were in trouble, but they got a good kiss and got out of it.
Poetry in motion.
Jimmy, it kind of had to come down to this, didn't it?
This will be our 4th hill match. And I can tell you that Team USA has won the previous 3. Johnny Archer has made up 2 of those 3 wins. So again, if you're a believer in history, and it'll be Team USA with the break. 4-4, an absolutely vital point.
I think Shane's breaking too. But we both know anything can happen on the break.
And the biggest rack of this year's Mosconi Cup is upcoming. They've seen the fight back from Europe. Now they've got to shut the door. It's either 5-5 or 6-4 Europe, depending on this rack.
Can USA come up with a break and run when they really need it?
They've got a chance, Jay. They've got a chance. He can make the 2. But
They've
again,
got a chance.
He is losing the cue ball somewhat. It got kicked back into the middle of the table.
Where's the cue ball?
I'm not sure you want to go 1-0.
Can't go into the 6. That's no good for you. Tell me. Just tell me.
I think you're good.
A little high right. Come 1 rail
I think
here.
you're good. I think you're good.
To come here.
Shane's saying you
trying to
can
go
hit the
here?
6.
Extension, please.
Extension call.
Shane's saying it's okay to hit the 6. Johnny wants to miss it.
Go straight in the middle. Just high, just right.
Just a little right to go where? Here?
Up here.
Oh, here. Okay.
You can do it.
And Shane's saying go between the 5 and the 6 here for position. And you know what? That's what Johnny did. Watch out. Don't get married to this ball. Whoa.
Very good, baby. Let's go.
Anxious moments. Certainly closer to the 3 than he wanted. But it's still available for Van Boning. Draw to the side cushion and back out to the middle. Great recovery from Shane. They're there, Jay. They're there.
That was a tough shot. You know that, Jimmy. It's hard to make a cut shot when you're that close to the ball.
Absolutely it is. Tough to judge the angle and the speed of the cue ball.
Like you said, this is the biggest rack of the Mosconi Cup so far. Right here.
He's going to leave the long 6 into the top left corner, and it looks like stopping it dead will leave the 7 bottom right. So he'll want to try and leave this fairly straight.
Shoot in. Don't worry about the length.
Nicely done. It's nice to be close to this ball. You don't want to be too far away from the 6. There's CJ.
Yeah, a real look of concern on
There's
both
Johan.
the captains' faces.
Johnny says here, and Shane says, whatever. Just give me this shot. Perfect. Perfect. That should do it right there. I mean, he's got the perfect angle on the 7. He could just roll off the rail for the 8. Wow, that ball skidded. That ball skidded. Did you see it?
Did it ever?
What he was trying to do was go back and forth across the table for the 8. Wow, he's lucky he made it. Jimmy, he's lucky that ball went in.
Got to go around, Shane.
Oh, he's got to go all around the table. 4 cushions.
This just got tough.
He knew he made it from the moment he hit it.
What a delicate touch there. That was a huge shot there by Johnny Archer.
Listen for the sound. The American fans a chance to cheer. What a clearance from Johnny Archer and knew it. Would you have wanted it any different? 5-5 after day 2. The Mosconi Cup goes into day 3 deadlocked.
What a clutch performance.
Yeah, that's how it finished. Honours even compared to today and yesterday. It's 5 apiece. It's the race to 11. Defending champions, Europe 5, USA 5. All to play for on day 3, that means, and you can see it live as always right here on Sky Sports 2 HD.